evening, guys. I'm really happy to be here this evening. I'm a little later than usual. Going live from North Galway. And welcome to anyone watching on the replay or anyone watching from my YouTube channel. So you can see that today's topic is about 3 tips on how to manage anxiety. And of course, this is a really prevalent topic these days, since anxiety is taken over the world in some cases. I've heard that at least 95% of people suffer from anxiety at certain times in their life, and sometimes it can be absolutely critical, crucial in their life, really. Hi Amanda, how are you? I can see a few people are watching. I'm saying hello. So anxiety, as we know, is a major cause of huge health benefits: physical, mental, emotional and spiritual. So it affects all areas of our life. So being able to learn how to manage it is a really important topic, or really important training that we must get a handle on. So today I've got 3 tips about how to manage the anxiety. And number 1 is definitely not going to be new to you, and you've definitely heard of this. Tip 1 would be meditation. Now, when we talk about meditation, people go, oh, meditation. Sometimes people might think, oh, here we go again, let's meditate. But I must say, it is absolutely one of the most top reasons to help manage anxiety: consistent meditation. Yes, it can be hard to get into the practice of meditation, absolutely, but consistent meditation. If anxiety is really bothering you in your life, you really need to be willing to put the work in, practice consistent meditation. But what you can do is you can start off very small, few minutes a day, and build it up. Now, we would be talking at least 15 minutes a day consistent meditation to keep the anxiety at bay. What the meditation does is it slows the thoughts down. It doesn't stop the thoughts, as we know, it slows them down. But it is really powerful meditation in many, not just for anxiety, but for many different things. And we know that there's lots of studies out there to show how meditation can really improve your life overall. And having it as a foundation and a baseline of self-care is a very powerful tool if you can get that into your life. So step 2 or tip 2 today would be, it's very simple and very easy to do this, to actually say it out loud. So if you feel anxious, to say, I feel anxious. If you say it out loud, what you're doing is you're acknowledging it, but you're actually releasing it, because when you say it out loud, you're sharing it and you're letting it go. This is really powerful, but people seem to miss that point. Don't push it down and don't pretend it's not there, but don't dwell on it or don't nurse it either. Just acknowledge it. I feel anxious. And if you want, you can say, I'm now letting it go. Once you do that, and if you want to say why you feel anxious, that's okay, but you don't have to do that either. You just have to acknowledge, I feel anxious. And usually with anxiety, you would have a few other emotions attached to that, because of overwhelm or feeling, you're feeling overwhelmed or under pressure, or, like you're like a pressure cooker or a spring is being winded up inside you. So basically, when you say out loud, I feel anxious, this is starting to release it. You're not bottling up, you're not pretending it's not there, because that's where a lot of problems come from, because people actually haven't realized that throughout their years, throughout their life, they may have felt certain times anxious, but they didn't know what it was, and they didn't know how to identify it, and they didn't say it out loud, or just even acknowledge it. So tip 3 would be, this is a another really powerful tip. Stay in the day. We need to learn how to stop letting our mind jump into the future, because anxiety is future based. And when we're in the future, we're in fear. And when we're in fear, we're in anxiety, because we're thinking of what's going to happen tomorrow. I have to do X, Y, Z, B. And people think, well, I have to plan tomorrow. But in actual fact, it's okay to just make it some small plans, but bring your mind back to today, because all we have is today. We don't need to think about tomorrow. If your mind is in tomorrow and you're trying to live in today, you will be full of anxiety. This is one of the main reasons why we have anxiety, because we're trying to control and plan and be in the future. It doesn't work. It does not work. I can't stress enough how important it is to learn how to train your mind to bring it back into today. And once it's in tomorrow, you say, okay, I only need to live in this day or get through this day. If you're feeling anxious, I only need to stay in today. And once I do that, today will look after itself. And if today looks after itself, tomorrow will look after itself. So that's why I cannot stress the importance of learning how to bring your mind back to living in today. So train your mind as much as you can. When you notice you're in the future, bring your mind back to today. So guys, they're my 3 tips. Tip 1 was meditation, consistent meditation. Tip 2 is to say the feeling out loud. I feel anxious. And then you can say, I'm now letting it go. And if you want to share it with somebody, a friend or someone who's there, that's fine. But you're only sharing. You're not looking for someone to fix you because there's nothing wrong with you. You just have a feeling of anxiety that needs to be acknowledged and released. That's all it is. It's that simple, believe it or not. And tip 3, stay in the day. Train your mind to stay in the day. So guys, it was lovely to see so many people watching this evening, and I'm much later going live today. I had a very busy day. So guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and evening, lovely evening if you're in Ireland, rest of your day if you're anywhere else in the world, and we'll see you soon, please God. Thanks. Good night.